Hello YouTube. So finally I'm making this Beretta 92 a fast video after the frame was refinished by CCR Refinishing. I know that many of you have been waiting for this video just to see the finish and also to see that the finish didn't do anything to the reliability of the weapon. So no surprise there. Finish looks great. CCR Refinishing has been doing an excellent job from everything I've read online. Excellent job on all the basically firearms they touch. So finish is great, fit was great, nothing was out of spec after it's been refinished. And today I'm going to be firing it with the G lever installed in the slide, so it's a decocker only. And we're going to start firing in double action and see if this 12-pound hammer spring still works reliably.
Those two are mine. So which one's the double? Your father's cases. Okay. Your preference is you've got your steel meat now. Keep the thumb high and the trigger finger high.
Here I'm going to start shooting single action, and I'm trying to do a couple of things at the same time. I've been watching videos of basically competition shooters explaining what is important, right? And the basics, basically going back to the basics. It's gripping the gun correctly, trying to control its muzzle flip, trying to make sure that the sights stay on target or get back on target as fast as possible, proper trigger control, and the sight picture, which according to many is the last thing. The sight picture is the last thing to worry about. So I've actually been noticing, watching myself shooting, that I am missing a lot of those basics. And that includes my stance. I don't feel comfortable a lot of the time. I lose my grip on the gun a lot of the time, especially with my weak hand. And I do tend to jump from target to sight and back and forth throughout each magazine, basically. So these videos have been helping me see what I'm doing wrong, and I'm going to continue working on my technique a little bit more. We'll see if I can get some improvement. So I've decided to take a look at a gun again, just to, I know it's kind of silly. Nothing would have happened to the finish between the first time I showed it to you and now. But I just wanted to reiterate that the finish is really, really well done by CCR Refinishing. And when I disassemble the gun and take a look at it, the wear is minimal. So here, let's take a look at the best group I can put out of this pistol when I'm actually truly focusing on what I'm doing. And you'll be able to see here in a second, I'm shooting at the bottom target. This is 10 rounds, and I'll zoom you in and show you that when I focus, I get a pretty decent group, even though these sights require you to cover the target. I don't like that. I'm aiming at the center of the target, and that's why my group is printing lower. But take a look at the group. This is 10 rounds, bottom target, pretty good. And what I meant about my basics, my technique lacking, is that as soon as I start losing focus, my groups open up. And you can kind of see, hopefully it's easy enough for you to see where my rounds are starting to go. So as soon as I start losing focus, as soon as I start jumping, my eyes start jumping between the sight and the target. that group immediately opens up. And once I'm done with these few magazines, I'll zoom in on the target again. You'll be able to see a much larger group with a couple of flyers. So that's why I'm saying that I would have to continue working on my technique. Also, I wanted to mention that since the gun has been refinished, I think I've had probably close to 600 rounds through it, and today I've put another 200 through the gun, and it's had 0 malfunctions. So you can kind of see that in the video. There's absolutely not a single hiccup happening with the gun. And it's currently running a 12-pound hammer spring, lightened sear spring, a lightened firing pin block safety spring. So it's good. Now let's take a look at the group. You can see how large that group got. You can see how many flyers I've had. So yeah, definitely room for improvement there. So I've adjusted the camera angle a little bit and tried to bring it closer to the gun so you can see the gun a little bit better. And you can see that the gun continues to work flawlessly. And you can probably also notice that I am really actively trying to work on my ability, or my stance and my grip more so than anything else this time around. This session I've tried to keep my weak hand from shifting and really kind of hold on to the gun properly and firmly. So I am doing a little bit better than I used to. Even now, I'm shooting a little bit faster than I used to, and I can already tell a difference. And obviously, there's a lot more room for improvement there, but I'll keep on working on myself, and we'll see if I can become a little bit better as time goes by and as I put in more exercise and practice into this.
Any questions about what you need to do? Thank you for the fun of our target. Have you run this gun dry? I mean, we're not going to put any ammunition. It's going to leave the gun dry. In the old days, there was a little bit of movement. Go ahead and open it up. Okay. That movement.
So here I've decided to slow down my footage to actually take a look at what I'm doing, how much I'm letting the gun play, and as you can see, I'm letting it wobble quite a bit. My hands are not as sturdy as they should be. I think I'm not providing as firm of a base for the gun as I should be. And I actually think that it's a good idea for anyone that needs to work on their basics, on their shooting ability, to record themselves and see, play it back in slow motion or slower speed to see what you're doing. Because these videos, when I'm taking them, when I'm reviewing them, putting them together for you guys, are actually helping me quite a bit to see what I'm doing wrong. Now, I may not necessarily know how to correct what I'm doing wrong, but I'm going to try my best to work on some of these things. Like, for example, I think my wrists need to be locked a little bit more, and I definitely need to improve my stance. You can kind of you can probably even tell by looking at me that I'm not really comfortable. So, so yeah, I'm gonna need to change that. Anyway, I'm going to cut this, or maybe speed it back up just to get through all the rounds left over, and then show you the target that was a result of all of this shooting, the last 50 or 100 rounds. So the gun continues to perform flawlessly. You can see that. It's a really great pistol. I really like it. The G lever conversion is really, really awesome. I like the fact that it doesn't stay unsafe when I need to decock it. So very happy with the gun. Let's speed this up and to show you the target. Also, I forgot to mention that the shooter to my left was also shooting a Beretta, so naturally we started talking, and I offered for him to try out my Beretta, which he seemed to like, but I think he was printing a little bit low. I'm not sure what sights he was using on his, but he was shooting his dead center and mine low. You'll see it on the target here. He was shooting at the top target and printing a little bit low. But here are the groups.